Hey guys, before we hop into your video, I wanted to tell you guys about my new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of it, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a licensed therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat, and you also have the opportunity to text them in between sessions. As most of you guys know, I am also a licensed professional as well as a mental health advocate, and sometimes in these readings, very in depth topics come up that are very intricately related to mental health, and it's for that reason that I offer this resource to you guys. And if you know anyone that can benefit from them, or if you yourself can benefit from them, I suggest you take advantage of them. The information to sign up will be in the description box below, but let's go ahead and get into your reading.
Hello, Sagittarius and Leo. Welcome to your April love reading. I am Princess India if you are new, and if you are family, welcome back, my friend. So we're going to be looking at you as well as a person of interest for the month of April. So let's go ahead and jump right into you guys' cards. Whoa, okie dokie. And just to let you know, with the After Tarot, if you don't know, y'all have probably heard me say this before, I haven't used this deck in a minute. But I don't read these in the reverse because technically the way that the let me turn that light off. Okay, that's better. The way that the author did this deck is they're technically already in the reverse, so don't be alarmed if you see me flipping them around. So the first card out that we have for fire signs is the Page of Swords. The second card out we have is the Nine of Wands. This is getting very interesting. All right, first thing that's coming to me, it's guarded communication. Wow. Okay, two different energies. The first specific thing that I see is when I say guarded communication, it's a person who's guarding themselves from someone else who's attempting to communicate with them, or a person who either someone's either trying to get in contact with you, or this is someone that you've stopped talking to, right? Or it's someone that you still talk to, but you're kind of standoffish with them now. But the energy signature I'm seeing is so weird because it's the slang term for it would be like acting bad. This glare is killing me. The slang term for it would be acting bad, right? So it's like acting like you don't want to talk to someone, but you do, if that makes sense. So I'm seeing this as like someone who would be like ignoring someone's text, or if you are talking to the person, you're kind of like one wording them. Y'all, I'm learning so much. I have not done just my hands in so long that I'm like trying to relearn my lighting of how I used to do that. And this glare is driving me mad, but who cares? Anyway, so it's more or less acting like you don't want to talk to the person, but you actually do, right? So it's like if you were looking at their social media, like, you know, if you're like talking to them or texting them or avoiding them altogether, and you're just like, oh, you know, like, I don't really care what's going on, and you're giving off that kind of vibe, but it's like secretly behind the scenes, it's like you're very much well versed and well involved in what this person has going on. But it depends, because I say for everyone, it could be one or two different types of people. This could potentially be a new person that's coming into your life, and you're just like watching them because you don't really trust them because of experiences that you've had in the past, or you're recovering from a a relationship, in other words, like a relationship that didn't work out too well. So it's more or less like kind of a paranoia and a lack of trust for people. So you're just heavily watching the person, which isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this energy signature I'm seeing, it can manifest like in 3D in a myriad of different ways. But the main, I guess you could say, two that I'm seeing is either a person who is being standoffish with someone or avoiding someone, but secretly looking at their social media. And for another group of you, it could be someone that you're interested in and you're just watching their social media because you're trying to get like a gist of who they are and what they're about just because you've been hurt in the past. And I say that's totally normal and it's a good route to go because you don't want to jump too quickly into something and you want to get as much information as you can when you're engaging with someone new to get an idea of what you're dealing with. It's just super cute because it's just the vibe I'm getting. It doesn't feel like anything negative. It just feels like a person who's been scorned before or by that person or, you know, a potential person. So the first card we have out is the Devil, and it could be a Capricorn person. Wow, here you guys go. And this is your person of interest, by the way. And then we have the Star card, so they could be an Aquarius person too. A person with Capricorn and with Aquarius in their chart. But I'm a tad I don't want to say concerned, but those of you, if this is somebody new that's coming to the picture and you're watching the person, I would say to keep watching them. And the reason why I say that is only because with this Devil and this Star card, the vibe that I'm getting with this is creeping me out with this. This whole timeline shift is just coming through. The only thing I'm concerned about with that, because I don't want to kill the vibe I'm seeing, but the only concern I have with that is it's in the bigger scheme of things, guys, this really isn't that big of a deal. But this is why I'm saying watch. Because I feel with the person of interest, it's issues that they have, you know, and I'm trying to see how I can say this. It's issues that they have, but I want to say that they're like quirk level issues. And this is reminding me of a session I did the other day. It's like, how can I say it? Because it's the same energy vibration of what it is that I was talking to one of my subbies about when we spoke the other day. And it's, I want to say quirk level because I'm just going to have to tell you like the framework of the story. And I was pretty much talking about the fact of when we're healing, right? When we're going in a healing process, like once we get rid of like major, well, not get rid of, but resolve like major childhood trauma or any type of issues like that, it's like on our process, we're always going to have like little issues that we're working on, right? So we may have trust issues, or we may talk too much, or when we're feeling some type of way, we don't necessarily express what it is that we're feeling, And the vibe that I'm getting from this, I feel that it's like quirk level, but it's like issues this person has that are unresolved, if that's making sense, right? But I feel very much that this person is in a process of healing that. But I feel that what this is, it's something very deeply rooted. So for my Sagittarius and Leo people up here, I think the thing that's triggering you guys right here is that you're picking up on this vibration from the person, and that vibration is similar to something that it is that you felt or experienced before. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why I'm saying it that way and not taking the route of saying, like, oh, this person has, like, some type of toxic issues, and, they're manifesting as, this ideal, perfect person and da 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 type of deal. I feel that they're in a process of trying to get their shiznit together. And again, for cross watchers and those of you who are, watching, wherever you resonate, just go with that. But I feel that this person is in a process of healing. I feel like you both are. You know what I mean? But I feel that the vibe you're picking up on here is whatever this issue is with them. In the worst case scenario, which is why I'm saying to just watch them. Because in the worst case scenario, if I were to project this forward, like following the energetic pattern that I'm seeing, this would feel like a premonition, right? It would feel like a premonition. It's like my fire sign people up here have been through things, right? There's a person that's coming into your life, and this would be like present energy, right? So this is like, it's Corona time. I'm going to focus on myself, my negative thought patterns, whatever the case may be, right? So I'm focusing on myself, right? And here this person comes, and this is like their vibration, right? So if we're looking at now, this is the present, and this person is here, right? And you're wanting to connect with them, but you're reluctant to connect with them. But then the way that it's looking, it's like they're the star card, wishes fulfilled, dreams come true, perfect person, and all of these things. You know what I'm saying? And you're thinking back to this energy. And the thing that I'm stressing is that a lot, like everyone has issues that they're dealing with. Like no one is devoid of that. Like our goal mostly, we want to heal major epic trauma that's influencing your quality of life. But once you get over that hump, there's still going to be little things that you like, procrastination, whatever the case may be. There's going to be little things that you're working on. So I feel with this person, it's more or less like their wound, like this addictive personality, if you will, or maybe them being a little extra or and I don't even want to say obsessive, but, and I mean, I'm saying obsessive like a person who, not, okay, good Lord. I'm saying obsessive, but I don't mean like stalker obsessive. I mean a person who is obsessive, meaning they're trying to put an IKEA desk together, and where most people would get frustrated trying to put it together and like give up and say that, I'm gonna deal with this later because I just don't have time for it right now. Like this would be a person who hones in and does not give up on it until they figure out how to put it together type of deal. Like, I mean, that kind of obsessive. But I feel with that vibration that they're in, because this again goes, I like how this is like a whole teaching lesson right now. Like the Likert scale I always talk about, it's like obsession is on a Likert scale. So you can have the middle of the road where it's a person who, obsesses about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where, on the right side, it'll be like a person who obsesses about stuff like that, where it's like, I'm not going to give up until I figure this out type of deal. But then all the way on the left hand side would be like someone who's obsessive, where, stalker type tendencies could come up, or being very anal retentive and specific about how things are ordered and things of the sort. And then like middle of the road is more or less like, you kind of ping back and forth between the two. It's certain things that you'll obsess over, if that's making sense. But at the end of the day, the scale is called obsession, if that makes sense. But there's different degrees of it. And the vibe that I'm feeling with this person is they have like that kind of like an issue with that, like not letting things go and things of the sort. And I feel that my fire signs are picking up on that. And that's what's kind of making you shut down, because I feel that you guys are in your own healing process. So I want to reinforce that the approach that you're taking of taking your time and watching this person is ideally what you would want to do. Because if I were to follow this energy pattern, if this person isn't dealing with this, because surface level for me, it looks like they are. You know what I mean? Especially with them having 3 major arcana. All of these are symbolic of spiritual lessons. Is this person going through, y'all know, I don't know nothing about astrology. Okay. That is why I just hired an astrologer. But and I hope and pray that this man does not laugh at me for saying this if I'm wrong. But I don't know if this is like a person that's potentially going through like a Saturn return. I feel like I'm supposed to say that. Don't ask me what that means because I don't know. But but that's like the vibe I get with this, if that's making sense. Like, this would be a person that would be going through like an epic transformation. You know what I mean? To where even though this issue or quirk they have is present with them, the ideal would be that they're going through this purification and enlightening process, right? And for you guys, it's like I feel that you guys are doing practical kind of work, very mental work, like focusing a lot on how you're thinking and what you're thinking about and things of the sort, right? So I feel that you're right to be guarded, but again, like I said with the obsession thing, you don't want to go all the way to a side where you completely, like don't give people a chance on some stuff, but you want to set healthy boundaries. If this is someone that you guys are getting to know, it's like take your time in getting to know this person. Don't rush too quickly, because I feel that that's what's happened in the past. Because in all honesty and truth, in due time, the truth of who they are and if they're really changing is going to come out eventually. But the wise thing to do is to not invest fully into something before you really know what this person is about. And I only say that because if I look at the pattern of this that I'm seeing energetically, it can go one or two ways. It's like either, if I did it illustratively, either this energy could be masked in this intention, right? Meaning either this person is really trying to heal, or that's just what they're projecting, so to speak. And then it can move to this energy of like, dream come true, soulmate, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? And then this can come back forward. Like once a person gets comfortable, this can come back forward, right? So only time will tell whether or not this is really being handled, if a person is truly releasing themselves from their chains, or it just appears as if they are. So in other words, I'm more or less validating your reluctant feeling or your holding back feeling, and more or less letting you know there's nothing wrong with doing that, because your main priority above everything else is always going to be yourself. And don't allow feelings of fear of like, I'm gonna, like, I don't feel safe right now, but I'm gonna go against the fact that I don't feel safe because I don't want to ruin my opportunity of running this person away, or messing up a good thing type of deal, because your healing is your first priority. So if you're having those kinds of thoughts, don't entertain those. Just maintain your boundaries and take time. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that for all the other signs that I did before this, I didn't use the dice of resonance. Dude, times are so crazy right now, and you would think that working solely out of your home office would be easier, you know, but it's not. It's like, I'm still trying to get my groove back, y'all. So I'm sorry to the other signs, but go ahead and ask a yes or no question. And then we're going to go over to Vimeo or my website, wherever it is you watch the extendeds. And we're going to do Sagittarius, their own reading, and then Leo's own reading. So I separate them in the extendeds. But this is just the overall energy that I see. So in the extendeds, it changes sometimes slightly, you know? It's no telling. But we're also going to look at how your person thinks and feels about you too over there. Because when I separate the signs, man, because I think that was that earth signs? It's like the overall energy I did for YouTube, and then in the extended, I think it was Capricorns that was like, it went a whole nother direction than Virgos did. All right, we have the X, oh Christ, we have Gemini, we have Scorpio, yes, in a few months, and Venus or female. So yes, in a few months, Venus or female, Scorpio, Gemini, and the X. So that has been your love reading for April fire signs. If you're about that extended life, follow me over to Vimeo. If not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Deuces.